A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry hitting left. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 21-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game.
No, I don't run the ball that much, Vic. Now, fucking Chubb. Sporty's going to run Chubb.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
I think Chubb has like 60 attempts in 2 games.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Big sack, baby.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They go play action here. Purdy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Purdy. He targets Ingram for another grab. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run it again with Chubb. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
He'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. You don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Chubb on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice block.
Oh, what a block by
He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll roll him out right. He's got Mingo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Hands it off out of the gun. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for him on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it.
What's up, bro?
But now, even if you run and don't get
yeah,
in,
I mean, you know, we just
still
wanted
setting
points
them
on
up
the
to go
board there
long
against
field,
Sporty Goat.
98, 99-yard drive.
So
How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Brock's playing pretty well. First incompletion was on a throwaway there, and then I mistimed that drag route. So
the Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd
yeah, I mean,
and 3.
he's got 99 in all the accuracies, but Matt told me to change to it, and he's been playing pretty good, so I'll take it. I have a couple perfect like blue meters.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throw that flex inside zone, Sporty Goat.
And again, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sporty Goat just running out the half.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
He hits ball at half.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
And we
He's
welcome
got
you back
Iron
now.
Chubb.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Green, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
second down. Here's Chubb again.
Jesus.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his
Tony.
That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point forthcoming.
Getting hot.
And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, it's Purdy. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Deep down on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
That's complete to Slayton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Purdy off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6. Play action. Now Purdy on the move to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Playing his ass off.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Through the defense, and he just hit a big shot to Tony to come out of half.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
He's been playing very well. Passing the ball, keeping me off balance.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
Chubb has just
that's the
been
problem
guys
right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score?
We got our hosses out there, too.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Likes to do. He's been really chewing that clock, keeping it within reach.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Chubb running right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give running right is Chubb. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And Chubb will try the middle here. And now they're inside the 10.
We had 3 guys stopping him before the line.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he
doesn't
will
slow down.
score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ooh, big drop.
3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game. As if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
That was a big pick by
Jair Alexander, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Big pick.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll buy some time right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Mingo, right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll look to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover.